Well, good morning. It's not yet 6 a.m. We are pretty much out of our tents. We've got until about 6:15 that we got to be out of our tents this morning because we've got kind of a amended schedule than what's typical. But we had to get our bag for the train set aside and packed and ready so we can put that in the lockers. And then we've got to have our pack ready to go that we can line up down at the Welcome Center for the bus later today, because we actually have our service project here at Basecamp right after breakfast. So that's going to get lined up, that's going to get in the locker, and we're going to take our rain gear and water and sunscreen and go out and do some restoration work. So we're moving pretty good here. We were up at 5 this morning, so there's just a hint of light coming up on the horizon at that point in time. Now it looks like the sun's well up, and I'm getting hungry. I got a coffee that I haven't drank, and we're going through the crew gear and splitting it all up. And I weighed my pack. It came in right at 24 pounds, although I still have my hiking clothes in it that I'll wear today, so that'll come out of it. And I have to add water, so I don't have any water in the pack yet. So call it just a shade under 24 pounds, and then I'm expecting to take a few liters of water. Today we have a 2.5-mile hike on the trail later today, so you don't need a ton of water. And we're going to stop in Abreau and then Old Abreau, and we'll double check and make sure both have water. And if they do, then probably 2 liters is enough for me to take. So, all right, we're excited. We're ready to get going. I'm going to jump back in and see if I can be of help, and then get the rest of this stuff packed away and head to breakfast. So I'll check back a little later. How's breakfast today?
It's great.
Is it?
No paparazzi.
It's always paparazzi. Well, hey everybody, we had our conservation project this morning, so we're finishing up the last 20 minutes here at a creek just down the road from Basecamp. So we're helping to build back some kind of dams, since the beaver population has really been cut down in this area. We're trying to build back kind of natural wetland areas so that they can build up some of the vegetation that the beavers actually prefer, to bring them back into the area to help get this back into wetland. So this is all kind of dried out a lot because the stream keeps getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and it's not really the way that it used to be. So we're trying to build it back so that the beavers that are still in the area, very few downstream, will kind of migrate up, or they will actually relocate some to this area down the road, maybe 5-10 years from now, once this can sustain the vegetation that is natural beaver habitat. So that's what we've been doing, hauling mud, some rocks, cutting down some of the branches that we're going to weave between the posts that the staff has already pounded in for us before we even arrived. So we're just mud and making a little basket and building that up so that we get this big pool of water in behind, and then as the water goes down here, it's starting to fill back up, and it'll create these larger pools. They'll have water more consistently year-round, and then you'll have some of the vegetation that starts to come back. They mentioned, like, specifically the willow, the aspen, some of those into this area again. So that's our conservation project. Then we're going to head back to base camp and get our final lunch. Our gear's already sitting out by the bus lot. The packs for the trek and lunch. Final locker check, all that done, and then we'll be on the bus for day 1 on trail here later this afternoon. All right, so we're less than 30 minutes till go time. Bus will be here in just a little bit. We've got everybody kind of lined up, got their packs lined up, ready to go. We're watching some of the storms build, especially if you're heading north, which luckily we're not. That's where the big stuff is right now, or at least what it looks like. down here to the south, there's definitely stuff off in the distance that we're gonna have to keep an eye on, which is where we're headed. And there's a couple little sprinkles in the area that may hit us before even the bus gets here, or as we're driving down there. So we're excited, we're ready to go. Everybody's just kind of ready, you know, hurry up to get down here, and now we're waiting. So that's kind of the theme today, but we're ready. We got our conservation project done. Now it's just about getting on trail and spending time with our ranger, learning more about the Philmont way, and having a great time. So really looking forward to it. Just watching these guys have fun and get out in God's country. So, all right, that's all for now. We'll check back when we get on trail.
Everybody, go around and say goodbye, Basecamp! Goodbye, Basecamp! You are saying goodbye to running water, food cooked by another person, and sleeping in your own cot! Yeah! Everybody turn this way and say, hello, backcountry! Hello, backcountry! You are saying hello to throwing up airbags every night, sleeping on the ground, and looking up at the stars! Yeah!
I'm ready now.
Make sure to drink some water too.
So one of the fun parts about doing these treks is, hey, it's up to the boys. So they've got the map and compass, they've got the directions. We come to a fork in the road like this, they have to make some kind of judgment call, and we get to follow along. So
We have one.
fingers crossed.
We got one crew member still heading down through the calls. What?
We had a nice little stopover here at Abreau, the Homestead, and got invited up onto the porch by Montgomery, and had a great time. Learned a little bit about staffed camps, and then we had a chance to go down to the cantina and get some root beer and play a little chess. Had a good time, and then filled up some water. Said hello to the burro chickens, all that fun stuff, and then we gotta hit the road because it's already 4 o'clock or something, and we've got a bunch of ranger stuff to do. So we're gonna get back on trail.
There you go.
Yeah!
Beautiful.
Second time's a charm.
They still grow them in California, but they want to talk about maybe moving to Nebraska.
Just 20% a day will get me through 5 days, and then my power pack will plug me every week.
Well, hey everybody, good morning. Andy here. It is morning of day 2 on trail here at camp. We are at Old Abreau, which is just a trail camp here. We're the only ones here, no other crews. So we're gonna hike today back down to Abreau, dump some of the trash that we've got, fill up because they've got potable water from the spigots there. And then we're going to hike all the way over towards Crater Lake today. So we've got about 6 miles, something like that. A little bit of elevation, about 1,800 to 2,000 feet. Looking forward to it. Last night was pretty comfortable. No rain, no wind. Well, wind in the middle of the night, so we went to sleep. Actually, our rain fly blew over, so a little bit of wind. But otherwise, pretty peaceful, quiet night, uneventful, which is exactly what we want. So we've had a chance to grab some breakfast and put it in our packs. Some people are just eating, but it's kind of like trail snacks. So I'm just going to eat as a hike. Probably the same as what we're going to get for lunch. So yeah, that's that. I will check back in a little later.
Every day is day one. Just remember that. Every day is day one.
We're going to have so much fun today. Dark. Strenuous sections sometimes. You know what they say about assuming? It makes a burrow out of you and me. Well, we've made it into camp here at Crater Lake. We just got everything set up, and now we're making our way back up to the sparring poles, because we've got a program here at just before 3 o'clock. So it's been a nice kind of leisurely day today so far. Everybody seems to be in pretty good spirits. We had a late lunch before we got everything set up, maybe about 1 o'clock. And now we're gonna enjoy some programming, come back, get ready to cook dinner, and then we've got a program tonight, show up at the the company show, as they call it here. So it should be a lot of fun.
See, okay, in theory, the only time the waist strap is going to come into play is if you fall upside down, which shouldn't happen. So you're probably going to be fine. And I probably won't even fall upside down.
You mean the harness? That's so you can lean on the belt, so you don't have to put all your weight on the stirrups all the time.
That's right where my pack is, a little sore.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I know it is pretty sore for me too. This is, does the L mean left leg?
You ready, donkey?
Yeah.
You're killing it, Mike. Keep it going.
Like, that's how high I would go, and then I would just like die. Straighten out. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Backwards uphill.
Out, you're about 30 feet up.
And yeah, I'm trying to keep it taut. Yeah.
Yell.
Yell. What do I yell?
Anything.
Hi.
Say hi 2 at a time or something. I don't know.
Mike, what do we want?
Food!
Hi.
There we go, Mike.
Ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Stand up, Michael.
You good?
God, do you want to try it?
You're doing great, man. I'm good. And Pam. Yeah, I didn't worry about it.
Okay, donkey.
Now hold on to the rope.
You would be the best live action donkey. Okay, ready? Falling.
Get your feet on it or your hands on it. Yep, there you go. Nice work.
That's perfect. Thank you.
All right, pit crew.
Who's up next?
Pit crew.
Are you going again?
No, I'm helping him get his thing off.
Yeah, to get to the beat, to the crash plane, they pull the bulldozer up there straight up the mountain, and that's the trail.
They pull
No
boulders up
switchbacks.
the mountain?
Yeah, because the American government had to retrieve.
Ready? Hike on. Yay.
Way to go, Navigator.
We had dinner at least. And then the thunderstorm rolled in. Most of the boys have run into their tents or are in the rain fly. There's actually a little bit of hail. I don't know if you can see. Little pellets.
Down in my tent.
Sounds like a good idea. Everybody's kind of getting into the tents.
Have a day, say a prayer.
Fun. Hopefully it dies down before too long. Wow, look at the build up. All right, more later, hopefully. Well, good morning. It is 6:15. We're a little late. We wanted to have everybody up at 6. They're at least moving by now, but we're a little delayed. Had a long night in the tent because of the early rains that came in around dinner time. So we all kind of got in there. A lot of stuff is wet, so we're gonna have to hang up things when we can on trail. Stop for lunch. Lay things out in the sun, that kind of thing. But it'll dry out pretty quick out here as long as we get a break. Hardly a cloud in the sky today, so at least we're blessed with that. We've got a long day today, all the way from here at Crater Lake up to the top of Trail Peak, over to see the B-24 crash, and then the winding trail down all the way to Beaubien. And then Phillips Junction to go pick up food at the commissary and come back to Beaubien. So, long day. But actually got a decent amount of sleep, so excited about that. A little sad that we lose our ranger this morning, so Sam's going to be on his way. We had a great time. I think he was great with the guys. Teaching the boys about Philmont and how we want to do things here the proper way, and it was fun. I think he did a great job of mingling with the boys and connecting with them on their level, so good on him for that. Hopefully he got half as much out of it as we did, and if that's true, then we got twice as much out of it as he did, so that's nice. All right, it's not too early for dad jokes. All right, well, I'm going to go help get everybody going. We got to get some coffee and eventually pack up and get on trail. So, all right, check back later. We're going up those today, up to the top of Trail Peak. Nice steep climb to start the morning.
Having a blast.
Did you watch your video today? Yeah, I did. That was heaven.
Well, here we are at the top of Trail Peak. Everybody made it up. We had a chance to stop, have some lunch. The weather's holding, but we're ready to get down. We're going to go check out the B-24 crash, just a short distance from here, down kind of at the next summit below us. And then head out to Beaubien for our chuck wagon dinner tonight and show. Then we got to figure out how to do the resupply over at Phillips Junction too. Work that in as well, because you know there's a lot to do today and still a lot of miles. So better get going. All right, we'll check back in later with some views. This is the site of the B-24 Liberator bomber crash that was flying on a training mission around World War II, flying from Kansas City to Albuquerque. And on the return flight, it said they ran into some severe storms, and a severe downdraft caught the plane, and in darkness, they clipped the top of this mountain, crashed, killing everybody on board. And they leave this. There's a memorial up here too, so you can actually see parts of the wreckage and the plaques, and then also the memorial plaque. Also no mentioning there's an Eagle Scout and a Star Scout that were on that plane. So April 22nd of 1942. And that's here on a little side trail off of where Trail Peak is. So we really wanted to come see that site and before we head on to Beaubien. Hey, we get to hike downhill for a change. All right. This downhill is kind of nice. We should totally do that. Can somebody plan a hike where we do a loop and it's downhill the whole way? You can see where we were, Trail Peak, and then where the B-24 crashed.
That's where we were? Yeah. You can eat the
Mike, we're on a timer. How about you moleskin? You gotta get it out of your pack now.
I'm putting it out.
Well, we just stopped, had our lunch. We're about a little over 2.5 miles from Beaubien. It is 12:45, so we're gonna get there, but we need to get there quick so that we have time to set up camp and then still make our hustle down to Phillips Junction to get our resupply. So another 3.5 miles or so is the guess. So weather's still holding, but it's definitely building. So let's get there, get set up before anything possibly shows up. So otherwise, beautiful day. Another day at Philmont. Gotta love it.
Hiking after eating is like the worst. Wow. Just, your hips that button? Oh, Andy Parrish Outdoors.
oven, my friend.
Well, hey, we made it into Beaubien here, got checked in. We actually went out to the campsite and had a chance to get everything kind of rushed set up because we actually have to split into 2 groups. We've got a group of 5, myself included, that's going to hoof it down to Phillips Junction for the resupply and get back here so that we can do showers, chuck wagon dinner, an evening show, and the rest of the group is going to get set up and get everything hung so that and help with cooking and cleanup with the chuck wagon dinner so that we can run down and resupply and get food and everything down there. So all right, everybody's assembled, we got to get going. Big drop off, narrow trail. Heading down to Phillips Junction. Beautiful views. Well, hey, we made it down to Phillips Junction. We were just divvying up our boxes of food between the 4 of us, 5 of us. We've got the commissary on one side, so they bring you in. You have the porch talk. Then you go through your scheduled pickup, and then they also have a list of other items that if you want to, you know, so the group that came down, not all of us came down, but they offered apples, oranges, pears, white milk, chocolate milk in little, you know, like cardboard container, non-refrigerated type. A whole list, condiments, you know, things like that. So it's really kind of neat to see what you can get extra outside of just what your menu is. So we grabbed a couple apples, grabbed a chocolate milk, drank the chocolate milk, threw it away. We're probably gonna eat the apple. It looks like we're eating the apple here, and then throw it away in the trash before we head up. We got plenty of time to get back, and then they've got red roofs with toilet paper here. Not seen that in the backcountry, so you know, this is fancy. This is fancy. So they got that, and then they also have a trading post. So if you want to go in and look for essentials, candies, treats also, but gear, sleeping pads, you know, a whole range of different things. So maybe I'll run in real quick and just take a quick video of that. Show you what they have in the trading post here at Phillips Junction. A little brain fart there. All right. No, I'll be polite and not expose you to the world, but
Yeah, I'm staff. It's part of the contract, actually, I think.
well, I don't like to put people on video unless I.
Is this the meadow?
Yeah,
See the cows all ready?
it looks like they're gone.
There.
Still got 4/10 of a mile to the cabin, but the hard part's done. Just made that climb from Phillips Junction back up to Beaubien. Cows are laying down over here. Before they were guarding the trail. We had to kind of work our way through them slowly. That's a tough climb. 1.2 miles up. It's 1.7 total-ish, but it's a good bit of vertical. Really easy going down. That was a challenge coming up. Oh my goodness, we just got hot showers here at Beaubien. Super sweet, hot. You know, we got about 8 to 10 minutes a person. Wash our clothes while we're in there. Suds up. Man, feel amazing. Now we're gonna come down. They're doing a dinner for us, chuck wagon dinner. So grab your mess kit, come grab a seat at the table, and have some good food. I think it's supposed to be like beef chili stew kind of thing. So sweet chuck wagon dinner, some chili and cornbread. Look at that. How's that? Tasty?
Tasty after the trail.
Yes, hits the spot. Gentlemen, what do you think?
Great.
How is it?
It's absolutely so great.
Well, good morning from Beaubien camp. We are up and moving, at least a little bit. You can see people packing up tents. A couple tents over here. Still have to get packed up. All the dads rocking it. We're pretty much done. So much so that we're over here making coffee. It is 5:53 in the morning. We've been up since about 5 o'clock. Moving more once it hit about 5:30, but we've been up. Got down to 41 degrees last night, so a little chilly here at Beaubien. A little higher elevation, 9,300 feet and change. So we're gonna have a nice little hike this morning up to Black Mountain Camp. So we've got to go up over a ridge and then down to camp. So we'll be net losing elevation a little bit, but a little bit of a climb and then a little bit more of a descent. Our goal is to try and do that early this morning so that we can get to Black Mountain, get set up, get on the schedule for program. It's only about like a 2.5 mile hike, and then set up, drop packs, gear, and go hike the most strenuous hike, we're told, in all of Philmont. Most strenuous climb, which is to climb from Black Mountain Camp up to the top of Black Mountain. So super steep, about 2,000 feet of elevation change in about 1.25 miles. So if we thought Trail Peak from the hard side was tough, this will be every bit of that, just we won't have our packs on us, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go get some coffee and finish packing up, and then we'll check in maybe once we get on trail or as we're about to break camp. Oh, and I just forgot, yesterday, a great way to end the day, having hot showers, dinner cooked for you. So we had some chili with the chuck wagon dinner, and then had a nice show. They put together a nice kind of, cowboy songs, but a great group of musicians, people, a lot of talent up on that stage last night. So it was really fun to just kind of relax and laugh a little and have some fun and listen to some music. So had a great time. And then it didn't rain last night, so we wake up, went to bed with clear skies, wake up with clear skies. The forecast today is low chance of rain, so hopefully we get through today without any issues with that big climb, and then a little bit more of a chance tomorrow. There's actually, as of right now, about a 70% chance of storms tomorrow, so we'll take what we can get, but it's a little chilly. All right, more later. Coffee's ready. That was our campsite. This is the pavilion right next to us where we had our chuck wagon dinners. It was really nice because they've got potable water and they've got soap and hot water and all of that, so you can rinse out all your dishes and wash your hands and wash everything real well. And then here's where we had our cowboy show last night, the musical. Beautiful meadow this morning. Mini bear saying hello. Showers are up over here. Cabin. The porch is up that way. There's the showers back there. You might be able to see them. White doors, kind of a reddish roof. Hot water. Man, that was nice. Well, we are on our way. I think it was 6:50 a.m. when we signed out. So we are on our way over to Black Mountain Camp. I'm following the old hiker adage of be bold, start cold. I am hiking in shorts, and all this stuff is what I washed yesterday. So one tip: if you wash your clothes in the evening, I've never had them dry by the next morning here at Philmont. It just gets too cool at night and things just don't dry out. So I got up, put on my shirt first. It was like jumping into a freezing cold pool. Just cold. But 20 minutes later, my shirt's dry. And then as we're packing up, I put my shorts on, same thing. And then I even put my darn tough socks, which are still wet, on. And when we walked out to the cabin, I took my shoe off to adjust it, and steam was just rising. Hello, horsey. So my socks were already in the process of drying out just from body heat. So I have to watch it a little bit this morning before they're completely dry for any kind of hot spots. But should be dry.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're making our first turn up the road. Let me double check that. Hold on. Yep, that's right. Looks good. Car up. Little maintenance vehicles coming by. So up here at Beaubien, the conservation project they've been working on is kind of forest management. So you can see all these massive piles as they thin the trees out. So they want them, you know, more evenly spaced, not all on top of each other. You know, this kind of hyper dense growth. It's better for you know, fire danger, less than all that. And then they stack them into these huge piles, and eventually they'll come through, supposedly, and burn, you know, a pile at a time, kind of work their way through to help get rid of the underbrush, and then create, you know, new life, the opportunity for new growth underneath it, smaller, you know, grasses, shrubs, bushes, things like that, potentially serve a broader ecosystem here at Philmont, and also, you know, deal with fire risks that have ravaged Philmont over the last, you know, decade or two. So it's really neat to see. I mean, it's stunning the progress of just how much work has gone into, you know, clearing a lot of this land. So kudos to them. Kudos to all those scouts that have helped, you know, keep Philmont going for years to come. Coming to the top of the pass between Beaubien and Black Mountain Camp. Looks like there's another crew taking a little rest stop. I like how they have the vintage 1867 solar panels.
Yeah, and power outlet on the wagon.
Yeah, it's the old version.
Tesla original.
I love looking inside the doors at the porches on Basecamp and seeing how just immediately switches.
All right, well, we got everything taken care of at camp finally. It took us a long time. It's 10:30. We wanted to be out by 10, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So 10:30 in the morning. Here's the split off trail. You see the post, the marker. Black Mountain Camp is right behind us. You can see the flag and then some of the other stuff. There's actually, looks like a campsite right here. We're gonna start the climb to the top. It's about 1.3-ish, maybe a little bit more, but it's like straight up. Yeah, black powder rifles. All right, here we go. So we're taking a little break here. We've gone a little ways past 1,200 foot climb, you know, of this 1,900 foot climb at least. So, you know, good bit past halfway, and we found this cool little overlook. So the boys asked if we could stop and take at least a 5-minute break. Let's show you this view.
These tortillas are just delicious. I mean, they're just
plain,
they're restaurant style, man. They're great.
They've been open a few days and they're not dry yet.
Yeah.
Especially with air.
That's so beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
Want to take the photos? You might be able
Wow.
to
Take the photo, yeah, don't worry. Want me to do it on your phone?
Scott.
That looks like a ski resort over there. Isn't it with the...
AP photo.
Really cool. We made it. Michael, you can drop the pack. Yes, sir. Black Mountain. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Man, that is one brutal climb. What do you say, Mr. Alex?
Good hike.
Yeah, well done. Well done. All right, we're maybe about 2/3 of the way down, almost, from Black Mountain. We're getting out of the steeper section and into the little more gradual, which is still pretty steep. So we've got, let's see, 1,200 feet already that we've descended out of that 1,850. So still a ways to get back down to Black Mountain Camp, but everybody seems to be doing pretty good. Very, very chatty back there on the way down, so that's a good sign. Just nice and easy. Temperature's absolutely gorgeous. You know, some clouds off in the distance, but nothing over top of it, just blue skies. Man, this is some blessed Philmont weather right here. So loving it, having a great time, even though trail's a little rocky. And you know, my feet are feeling it a little bit, but looking forward to get back down to camp and have a little break before doing a little black powder rifles. Always a good time. So we'll check back as we get further back towards camp. Well, we made it back into camp here at Black Mountain Camp. And I just put the oops bags back up. I'm heading down to catch the boys doing a little bit of black powder rifle, which started just a couple minutes ago. So across the stream here on these wonderful bridge logs, and then we pretty much have a lazy day the rest of the day, and we may even get to sleep in tonight. We'll have to wait and see what the boys decide to do, but I'm crossing my fingers that they say we can sleep in a little bit. This is the last day to do that, because I think tomorrow we're gonna have to be up. The following day we're gonna have to be up a little early. So, all right, let's go check out black powder rifles.
Yep.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is 6:40 in the morning today. Today was our sleep-in day. We don't have to wake up until 7. Might be a little fog here on the screen. There's a little dew. Listen to a bunch of the other crews already get up and go. One was up at 4:30 here off on the other side of the the stream. So they were up before dawn with headlamps going and packing up everything. And then the crew just next to us here on our side of the creek, they just left about 6:20, something like that. So a little bit ago. So I don't really hear much of anything anymore. There was at least one other crew above us too. So I haven't seen them go by or heard them go by, but I'm gonna probably get up, start packing up everything, and get on my way. Check on the boys, see if everybody's doing all right, that kind of thing. Get the coffee down, get that started, and then kind of walk around at 7 and make sure everybody's up.
Goodbye, campsite number 8. Okay, it's 9:22. We are heading out of camp about 20 minutes late already. But today is our easy day, which is why we got to sleep in. So we've got a 5.7 mile hike, mostly downhill. And we're gonna follow the river down till we get to the trail split. And at the trail split, we're gonna hike up about 1,000 feet over the last couple miles to Schaeffer's Pass and camp there for the night, which is our first dry camp of the trek. So it's also our last night on trail. So we've got to cook our dinner down at the river and haul all that extra water up to Schaeffer's Pass. So there's also today a forecast of 80% chance of storms, according to my Garmin. So I updated that this morning. 80% chance of storms in the afternoon between 2 and 10 p.m. It's just going to be kind of intermittent scattered stuff. So we'll play it by ear if we're lucky. We don't get any. But we're anticipating Philmont afternoon storms. Oop, little creek crossing here. For Black Mountain that we took yesterday. Oh, we're going the easy route this time. We're going downhill. We're only, like 0.8 of a mile in. This should really be called Creek Crossing Trail, because all you do is go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth across the trail. This must be like the 12th or 13th time we've already crossed a creek. And you're over here for like a minute, and then you're back over there. See what I mean? Literally, it's like 20 yards, and we're cross number 14. Woohoo! And some of them don't really give you much of a bridge or even stepping stones kind of thing, so you know your feet are gonna get wet a little bit. you do the best that you can. And then the muddy bog. Hey, made it.
Great time.
Water break. Hey, that's the plus. There's lots of water on this trail. Getting a little further down into the gully, you get kind of these, you know, rock outcroppings that are coming up on either side as we continue to descend. Okay, we made it to the trail junction here at the bottom of the trail that comes from Black Mountain Camp down to the intersection here. And then we've got the trail that runs up here that goes to Schaeffer's Pass. You've got another one that crosses the bridge. We just ran into two other crews, one heading up towards where we just were and one that's going off in a different direction. So chatted with them briefly. So we're gonna stop here, cook dinner, since we need a lot of water to cook dinner and to clean and everything, and we're right here next to the stream. This is actually the last reliable water source of our trek. So we've got to make it through from, what time is it, 11 a.m. all the way through tomorrow at the end of the day. So this 1,000-foot climb, a couple more miles till camp, then all afternoon at camp, evening, wake up in the morning, breakfast, all of that, and then about a 10-mile hike down, stopping at Schaeffer's Peak, Tooth of Time, and eventually Basecamp. So looking forward to it. All right, I'm gonna go hang out with guys, help get lunch going. We'll check back later. Well, we just got hailed on, poured on, everything right after lunch. Skies opened up. Sorry, I got water all over the camera, but it was coming down buckets. The stream got all swollen. We had to keep an eye on that for flash flood kind of things, because we are in this ravine, but there is a trail that goes right up the sidewall, so we have an exit in case it got bad. But it never got that bad. It just rained and rained and rained. So we actually pulled out the tarp. I got a little video of that. You've probably already seen it by now. As the storms have kind of let off for a little bit. We've got about 2 miles to get up to the top of this pass, and then we can set up camp and be done for the night. I think everybody wants to just get in their sleeping bags, get in some warm clothes, and go from there. So that's all for now. I will check back later. You might be able to see we're coming up out of that creek bed. Trails are in pretty good shape up here. Just a little wet, but not a lot of mud, not a lot of standing water, so just shed that all down into that creek bed. All right, yeah. Warming up as we gain some elevation too. So I'll be able to shed, at least open up the rain jacket a little bit, and let it all body heat vent. So, all right, there they are. I'm all caught up. Tom, did you remember to put on your sunscreen?
Son of a... You know what I forget something.
Well, you can see a little bit of a view now. You can see the peaks around. It's not completely shrouded in rain, covered in rain. Oh, you can't even see, sorry. Valley down below would be the edge of Basecamp, right around that corner. So you can kind of see the edge of Tooth right there. We'll be walking down that ridge, climbing that peak tomorrow, weather permitting, of course. But forecast actually looks pretty good. Today's the day with all the rain. This is how we do teamwork here at Philmont. One group holds the rain fly to keep the tent dry so they can get the tent set up in rain without getting the inner wet.
Mike, you put it up.
Sometimes it's the little things in scouting that make all the difference. Like after a day of complete thunderstorms and miserable hiking, the sun comes out and multiple crews get together just to go stand in the sun and just absorb a little bit. You can see everybody's kind of coming out of their tents, coming back to life. There's actually a little bit of blue sky up above. We haven't seen that in quite a while, so it's turning into quite a nice evening. Hopefully a few things get to dry out tonight because it was a pretty wet and sloppy day on trail. I got to get these shoes off because my feet are going to be pruned, so I will check back later. Well, it's about 7:40 p.m. We're gonna, the adults I think call it a day. The boys want to get up at 4:30 in the morning so that we can start our final leg back to base camp. So we've had a little break, from all the rain, so it's been actually quite nice. And tomorrow's forecast looks pretty good. So hopefully we'll get some good weather, get some great time on the Tooth of Time, and have a great hike back to base camp. So I'm gonna crawl into my home for one more night before getting back to base camp. I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning. It's 5:20. We're up and packing up camp. Most of the tents are broken down. We're grabbing the bear bag so that we can come over and start cooking. Well, just making some coffee. I don't think we actually have anything to cook today, so it's just going to be grabbing
go. So I'm gonna finish packing up my tent. And we had a crazy windy night. About midnight I woke up, just, you know, 50, 60, 70 mile wind. I don't know how strong, just crazy ass winds. Stars were magnificent last night, so that was kind of cool, but I was up straight from midnight till 3:30 at least. Maybe slept for a tiny little bit from there, but not much. So it was a rough night sleeping, but it should be a pretty nice day. All the clouds have been blown out for sure, and it's supposed to be hotter today as we hike down towards Basecamp. I'm gonna go finish this so I can go get some coffee. I will check back later. Turkeys. I see the one now. The other one ran down the hill. Back behind the tree over here. 6:11 a.m. We're on the trail. Let's go. Goodbye, Schaeffer's Pass. Goodbye. Lots of knotted bear lines. Goodbye, Red Roof. Last day. Woohoo! To the time. To the time. Looking forward to that. A little climb to start. Be bold. Start cold.
Too much. That's beautiful. You can maybe make out down the valley below and the cloud bank that just coats that lower valley once the mountains stop.
Hey guys, should we drop our pack? Yeah, make a pack line right there.
We don't have to, but let's do it.
Why not?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll be like,
Going up the side trail to Schaeffer's Peak.
Point in 2.2 miles.
Stunning. Well, we're making our way down to the tooth. You know, what we've really noticed is just how rugged this trail is. Not a lot of flat spots, not a lot of dirt. It's a lot of rock scrambles, a lot of walking on boulders. You got to really pick your footing, watch what you're doing every step of the way. And that's part of why it's tiring. It's very slow going, you know, and then you get a little stretch here of dirt and then it's boulder field again, another scree field. So we're less than a mile from the tooth though, so we should be able to stop and take a break there. It's 8:20 in the morning so far. That's where we're headed. Pretty rugged.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I know an ASM that does. I wear lots of funny hats.
Live from the tooth.
You've known me long enough to know that.
We've got geological markers up here. Thought we'd hit a live stream, really short little live stream for the channel. So that's that should be uploading now, and then this will be part of our documentary of the whole tour. But this is our final peak to the time, and then we'll be hiking all the way down. You might be able to see it way down over there. Base camp. Can you see it? Can you see it? Way down over there. So we got to hike down this ridge another 6 miles, maybe a little bit more than that. It is 9:30 in the morning, so we hiked all the way down here from Schaeffer's Pass, and having a blast. The boys are just enjoying sitting up here, enjoying the weather, enjoying the big accomplishment. They've had a great time. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of challenges, and this is what, our third peak that we've been able to do just in this 6 days. So Trail Peak is over here. We're on the tooth. Black Mountain is back over here. So we've been able to do those 3 of the 6 big peaks here in Philmont. We've got them done just on this short 6-day itinerary. So they were all kind of optional side hikes. The boys wanted to do them all, so we did.
That's okay. That's
all right.
a magnifying lens looking thing. Yeah.
I will check back as we head on back down.
There's a ridge on the left and a second ridge on the left. Past that. 20 million years from now. All right. You're welcome.
Look at that snake.
Snake!
Snake over here.
We are on the switchbacks the last 3 or 4 miles down to base camp, and it's no longer the kind of bouldering scree field that it was up by Tooth of Time and above. It's a lot more sandy, and you're just exposed. There's no tree cover, little scrub brushes, stuff like that. So it's a lot hotter down here too. Temperatures quickly went into the 70s as we got down here. I assume it'll probably approach 80 as we get down to the base camp. But we've got another almost 3 miles to go.
Love it. That's awesome. I didn't realize. I thought they might.
We've now entered the final stretch here before walking into base camp, finishing our trek. What an amazing week it's been. A lot of challenges, a lot of fun. It'll be interesting to sit around with the boys and the other adults and talk about our experiences and what we're going to take from this, what it meant to us. Just reflect back a little bit. I think that's always nice to do after a big event, a big experience like Philmont. So it's a little bittersweet walking into camp. Super excited to. I'm starving. I want to get some food. I want to get a shower, all that good stuff. But at the same time, it's been a lot of fun, and it's been an honor to be with these guys. the kids and the adults, everybody. It's just been a lot of fun. It means a lot to me to have these kind of experiences, these moments. I know I'm going to cherish that, you know, especially spending time with my son, but the whole crew also. It's a little slippery in here, but just you know, yeah. So, all right, I will check back a little later. Maybe we'll film a little while we get back into base camp, and then we'll close up after that.
You're on camera.
You want to get a picture real quick under the sign? Can we get a picture real quick? Oh. High fives, everybody. High five.
Straighten me out, bud.
Yes, sir. Awesome job, Scouts. Awesome job. Great job, crew leader.
Yes. That walk back reminded me of Walter's Wiggles and Zion.
Courteous too. But go ahead. That's trash. You could probably trash.
I'll deal with that later. I don't care about that right now.
In a second. Woo, that feels good. Oh my gosh, way to go.
Excellent job with the camp out.
Nice work.
Scouts. Troop 152. I'm so proud of you. All right, let's start that checkout process.